Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're returning back to my channel, thank you so much for returning back to my channel. My name is Maryann. I am a Nigerian content creator based out in Minnesota, but I'm currently out in Seattle for my big tech internship as a product marketing manager intern at one of the big tech companies in Seattle. If you're stopping by my channel for the very first time and you're interested in seeing weekly work day in my life, work from home days in my life, then you should definitely consider joining this family. On this channel, I make videos about productivity, lifestyle, building a career, living my best life, and just trying to figure out my life in general. And I hope you guys share this journey with me by subscribing, hitting the big red subscribe button down below. I hope to see you guys in the comment section. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys my August monthly reset. I love making this kind of videos for you guys, and this is inspired by Sullivan Carter and just a number of people who are now doing it now that I absolutely love. So if that's your cup of tea, definitely consider joining my family because I do this every month. I am going to be kicking it off with a quick recap of what happened in July, how the month went, reflecting on July with some specific questions, and then I'll be going into my goals for July, if I accomplished them or not, and then figuring out my goals for August. A lot of people always incorporate books that they read, but honestly, between you and I hate reading, but I do love watching movies, so that I can definitely share with you guys. I also just love shopping, so I can definitely share with you guys my monthly favorites if that's something you're interested in. That's the agenda for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're interested in very specific portion of this video, there's going to be timestamps in the timeline, on the timeline, that you can easily click and go to your interest. But I really encourage you guys to watch the video from the beginning to the end because I feel like you're going to really enjoy today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Without any further ado, let's go straight to today's video. Starting off with a quick July recap, what happened in July, some of the memories that I really enjoyed. First and foremost, I think the memory that comes to my mind is my crab season experience. Found a seafood place because I've been on the hunt for seafood here in Seattle because apparently African food is very scarce here. So I've been on the hunt for really nice seafood, and I discovered this place called Crab Season, and their seafood is just amazing. The spice level, oh, now that I'm talking about it, it's making me salivate. I really enjoyed the food. It's really delicious. Sometimes I do the custom order, sometimes I just go with the combo 3 or 4, I believe. If you're ever in Seattle and looking for a good seafood place, I highly recommend Crab Season. Another eventful thing that happened in July was my midpoint connect with my manager. I will not be talking about that here in this video, but I'll be sharing a lot more about it when I'm done with my internship, and I'm kind of like taking you guys along that journey. But until then, I hope you guys subscribe so you don't miss the video when I finally upload it. Some key learnings that I've had from my internship and all of that good stuff, and things that I just feel will really help you if you're seeking to get a job at one of the big tech companies globally. Another eventful thing that happened was my company had a global intern day. So it was 2 days actually. So the first day was a virtual event and the second day was an actual event. Oh my goodness, the actual event was just, if you're an introvert, that have been a nightmare for you like it was for me. There were a lot of people. I could have sworn that there were over maybe 3,000 people on the field. I'm going to put a video for you guys to see. But at the end of the day, I found a cool spot where they were playing African music, and it was really good. I also had cotton candy. I feel like that was the first time I've had it in forever. I think the last time I had it was when I was like 5 or 6, and now I'm in my late 20s. So it was a really good experience. I really enjoyed it. Now for the first day, they sent us snacks. The snacks did not come in that day. It came in about 2 weeks after. Let me show you. So it came in this box. They gave us I think $50 stipend or $70 stipend, where what you're supposed to do is just randomly select stuff from this guy's website and they'll ship it to you. So I ordered a couple of items, some coconut chips, some gummies, some candies. I really appreciate the effort they put into sending this to us and just making sure that we're snacking and having fun at our internship. So that same month, I was considering doing eye surgery just because my eyes are really getting bad. And I feel with my glasses, it just gets worse every day. Now, I'm going to be telling you what I now do to help remedy that. But I did consider eye surgery and I'm still considering it. So I started digging a lot into LASIK eye surgery and PRK. I went in for a free pre-op consultation and I was told that I didn't qualify for LASIK just because I was on a higher risk of getting dry eyes and so many other things. But most importantly, because I had a thin cornea. If you don't know what LASIK LASIK and PRK are. You can do your own research, but surface level or just high level. They are both refractive eye surgery to help correct your eyes. And for LASIK, they basically cut a flap of your cornea and apply LASIK on it to remedy the eye, and then they put the flap back on. Ideally, it's supposed to heal after a couple of days, but immediately you have the surgery and you go home, you'd be able to see 2020. When I say 2020, you can see very clearly. Now, the disadvantage of that is you can't really get involved in very high impact activities. Like if somebody punched you, there's a potential of that flap opening. It's scary. But for PRK, on the other hand, instead of cutting a thin flap of your cornea, they're actually scraping it off and the cornea would grow back on. So once they scrape it off, they apply a laser on it and then put a bandage eye contact lens on it, and then after like 5 days your cornea grows back. The difference is PRK takes way longer to heal and for your vision to stabilize. It can take anywhere between 3 to 6 months for you to be able to have a stable vision. It's very painful. So they said I could potentially qualify for PRK, and they set me up for a pre-consultation again. So I went in for the pre-consultation, and apparently I do qualify for LASIK, like I said, but I'm on a higher risk. They recommended PRK. Of course, it's going to take longer, it's more expensive. Of course, I can't take the surgery now because I'm in Seattle, and Seattle is not my home country. I would have to wait till I get back home, just in case if there's any follow-ups that I need to do. I can easily do that. What I've been doing lately is trying to care for my eyes intentionally now. So I got lubricating eye drops because sometimes my eyes get really dry, and especially because I work on the laptop for a very long time, it makes it a lot harder. So I'm going to be showing you guys and talking a little bit more about it once I get to that section. I don't know, maybe it's my head, but I feel like I just took it yesterday, but today I don't know, maybe I'm just gaslighting myself, but I feel like I can't see. Now let's talk about reflecting in the month of July. So when I say reflecting, I'm talking about answering some questions. This is something new that I'm adding to my session. I'm just trying to reflect. Are there things that I could have done better? Are there constructive feedback that I've taken and gotten better at? Are there things that I wanted to do but didn't achieve? So those are the kind of questions that we'll be talking about today. Some protein shake that I absolutely forgot to drink. Not me making a B-roll about protein shake and not drinking it, but yeah, it tastes really good. I'm gonna go ahead and have a little sip. Really good. Now this is a new section. I thought let's make ourselves comfortable. So I am on the couch and we're going to be talking about some questions, just reflecting deeply about how our month went in July. What went well this month? I feel like my self-growth, personal growth has really been off the roof this month. Well, not off the roof. I've definitely made progress in terms of growing personally. For example, I used to be so into YouTube growth. Oh, I want to hit 1,000. Don't get me wrong, I do want to hit 1,000, but I feel like several months back I was so obsessed with this mentality. I would literally wake up in the morning and I'm checking my YouTube. I do that, but I don't do that often anymore. So, and that's growth to me. So right now I'm at that mental space where I honestly don't care anymore, because I feel like YouTube is just something that I do to really relax. It's not like I'm making any money, but it's just something I really enjoy doing, and that's what I've been digging into, as opposed to just digging into that tangible benefits, but just looking beyond that and finding the real purpose why I'm making all these videos. And I just discovered that sharing information and doing something that I'm really passionate about and love is much more better than the number of subscribers that I have. So honestly, I don't care that I have 300 subscribers. It would be great to have 1,000. It would be great to have 100,000. But at this point, I'm just like going with the flow, doing what I love, investing in the quality of my videos, and just making sure that the few people that are watching it are really enjoying it. And I think I've been doing that because all the comments that I've been getting, I keep seeing familiar faces on all my video comment section, and it's just really refreshing, and I think I'm doing a great job. And they always compliment like the aesthetic of my video, how my video is looking. So I think I'm doing something right there. At this point, I don't care anymore about the subscriber count. It would be great to grow, don't get me wrong. And I feel like sometimes I just become so hard on myself, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm here, I'm not growing. This other people, and I start comparing myself with other people. This other person is gaining thousands of subscribers, but then I'm not recognizing recognizing the little growth that I'm making. Every day I gain a new subscriber, and that's growth to me. It might be small, but it's still growth. It means that I'm not stagnant. There's something happening right there. So I think that's a lesson for everybody. Like, you should appreciate like the little growth you're making. You don't have to go from 0 to 1 million. And this is beyond YouTube. This is also something that you can incorporate into your personal life. It's okay to compare yourself with other people, but just don't make it toxic, and don't feel like you have to go at the same pace as this other person, because you're both on different journeys. So you need to appreciate, celebrate yourself. Like, whenever you do something great and you move from one point to another point, celebrate yourself. Even if it's 0.5 movements that you've done, it's still growth, because it means that you're not at zero. Do you understand what I mean? So yeah, recognize that growth, and that's something I've been doing lately, and I'm just appreciative of that. And I think that mentality, it's not completely gone. I'm still working on it, but I've made progress. Talking about some lessons that I learned this month. What are some lessons that you learned this month? Comments down below. I'm really interested in learning those. But for me, I feel like this is something everybody actually tells you, and I know, but sometimes I feel like I don't do it, which is asking questions. There are sometimes you'll be in a meeting, right, and then you'll be with all these amazing people. They're so smart, and then you just have that imposter syndrome coming through. You're like judging yourself before you even ask a question. Oh, I hope they're not gonna think I'm stupid for asking this question. I hope they won't think I'm slow for asking this question. And surprisingly, and just luckily, the place I work at, they have this culture that encourages you to ask questions. So one thing I learned this month is the importance of asking questions, clarifying when you don't understand. Don't pretend that you understand. One thing I used to do before is, even when I don't understand it, I'll just nod my head and pretend as if I understood what the person was saying. Meanwhile, I didn't understand jack. Then I would go back and spend like 5 hours, 10 hours trying to figure out what that person said, when I could have just clarified there and then. This actually happened to one of my meetings. So in the meeting, the person said something, was suggesting I did one of my analysis differently, and I didn't quite understand what she was saying. Something was telling me, oh, don't ask. You want the meeting to end early. And I'm like, nope, I really need to understand what she's saying. So I went ahead and asked her like 3 times before I understood. So that 3 times now, before I could ask the second time, I was like, I hope this person is not going to be thinking of me that I'm too slow. Do you understand? But I didn't care. I just asked anyways. And at the third time that I asked, she then explained in a way that I understood. And apparently what she was suggesting I did with my data analysis wasn't going to work with my data analysis, just because of the kind of data it was. So just imagine if I had said, yes, okay, I'm going to go ahead, not knowing what she was saying. I would have spent a lot of time trying to get to do what she asked me to do, knowing full well that it wouldn't have worked. Do you understand what I mean? So always ask questions. Don't pretend that you know. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't feel like anybody's going to look at you in a certain way. If they look at you in a certain way, what you should care about is that you're growing in knowledge, and that is important. Nobody can take that from you. Okay, what am I most grateful for? Honestly, I wake up every day and I'm grateful for my family, my closest family. So my sister, my mom, my husband, because I feel like since I undergrad, I've had friends, I've made friends, I've lost friends, but one set of people that would remain with me till the end of time is my family. So I'm really, really grateful for them. Through their belief, their encouraging words, and their support, I've been able to accomplish a lot, and that's just because they believe in me. So essentially what I'm saying is, you might make friends, those friends will come and go, but your family would always remain with you. So you need to make sure that while you're taking care of your friends, you're hanging out with your friends, you should also make sure to make time for your family, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that care about you the most, in my case. So what is one constructive feedback that I had and I worked on in July? That is listening. So there's sometimes I feel like I talk a lot, even though I'm an introvert or mid-introvert. I talk a lot and I struggle with listening. So one thing I now do is I don't say anything until the person is done talking. But if I know the person is somebody that tends to talk a lot and repeats the same thing like 3 times in just one go, then I will come in because of course I don't want us wasting both of our time. But what I do is I just keep quiet, I listen, and if I don't understand, I ask as many times as I can until I understand what that person is saying. And I think that came off like really good, because in the feedback that I got from my manager and most of the people that they were sharing feedback with me, one thing they praised was just my listening skills. That like I was just amazed. I was like, this is something that somebody told me in school that I was struggling with. It's just amazing how I've grown from that person to this person to the person that I am right now. And then one thing I've also learned is constructive feedback is very important for personal growth. You should never be afraid of being criticized or getting feedback from people. Before, I used to be so scared. In fact, there was a personal development project, personal brand project that I worked on that I absolutely did not want to ask people what they thought about me, but I eventually did it and it wasn't that bad, you know. And since then, after that exercise, I feel like I'm now comfortable getting feedback from people. So I even did it proactively at my job, and my manager was just amazed because most people would be shying away from getting feedback from people, but I'm like, nope, I want everybody to give me their feedback. Do you get? And I feel like I'm comfortable doing that because I know I haven't done anything wrong. I've been doing my work, I've been getting along with people. But I think when that comes in is when you know you haven't been doing your job, so you need to fix that first before getting feedback, because of course they're going to be evaluating. I hope this section of this video was helpful to you and you were able to learn 1 or 2 things from my experiences in July, and hopefully you get to implement it in August and see how that goes. With that said, let's go into my goals for July and see which ones I was able to accomplish and not. Let's just go through it. I'm gonna put a screenshot somewhere here so you guys can see. Starting off with personal, I usually have them in buckets. So I have 3 buckets: personal, academic, and YouTube. So let's start off with personal. Self-care. I feel like this is something that I'm still struggling with doing now, but so far I have been incorporating it, especially just because I've been seeing like significant, well, small amounts of growth on my face, specifically my face skin. So it has been really encouraging me. So I do that once in a while. Definitely not as frequently as I do back home, but then again, in my defense, I'm in a hotel and that's where I'm currently working off from, just because I'm currently interning in Seattle and they put me in a hotel. Still trying to figure it out, but I've been doing a couple of self-care once in a while, putting on a scrubbing mask on my face, taking care of my face more, doing a little bit of shaving, my wax appointment and all of that good stuff. I haven't gone for my wax appointment this month because I feel like the hair hasn't grown to a significant amount where it's bothersome, so I had it rescheduled for August. And that's one thing with waxing. I think over time the hair starts to grow a lot thinner and fewer, so it's a lot easier to manage. If you're not already waxing, I've been saying waxing, then you should definitely consider it. Now, explore places in Seattle. Crab season that I told you about, yes, and then there's this new boba spot that I found. If you guys don't already know, I'm obsessed with boba tea, so I found this great place that they sell boba tea, and it's just literally 10 minutes away from my hotel and my work. So those, the same company but in different locations. So far I feel like 2 places, but yeah, I'm going to be exploring more places, but those 2 spots are definitely my go-to. Let me know if you want a video about me reviewing all the boba teas in Seattle, because I think at this point I feel like I've tried out all the possible boba spots here. I might be exaggerating, but yeah, let me know if you're interested in the video. The next thing is couple time. My husband traveled, so it's just been me. It's been boring, yes. Explore a new restaurant. So restaurant I talked about, crab season. So yeah. Now moving on to academic, one thing I wanted to accomplish was my Microsoft Power Platform certification. So I did do it and I failed. So technically I have done that, but I have to retake it. So I rescheduled it for Wednesday, so I have enough time to study for it. So this time, fingers crossed, I passed, so I don't have to retake it again. The next thing is take 3 LinkedIn courses. Honestly, the whole internship has been super stressful, so I haven't really had time to do anything outside of work. And then now that I failed the exam last weekend, I spent my weekend prepping for the exam and I still failed. I was going to take it this Sunday, but I was like, I won't have enough time to study, so it makes sense to move it. So hopefully I pass and I can use my subsequent holiday weekend to explore more of Seattle. So looking forward to that. I'm also considering traveling, but I don't know. So technically I didn't do the LinkedIn one. Network with non-project related. I'm going to check this as yes, because I already made the list of the people that want to start networking with starting next week. The reason why I waited on this is because I really wanted to be finished with my project deliverable before doing anything outside of that. So now that I am almost 95% done, I can now embark on the next set of deliverables, which is networking outside of my project. It's been a long journey. It feels like I started the internship like literally yesterday, but yeah, I've been learning a lot, meeting people, so that's great. Then get an on-track feedback on my midpoint. I am going to hold off on sharing any information about this just because I want to share a more detailed feedback, what was exactly said, the feedback that I had, anything that I need to improve on. So I'll be leaving that blank, but I'll be letting you guys know once I make a video about it, okay? Then for YouTube, I wanted to gain 100 new subscribers on my channel. Let's see if we accomplish that. Bear in mind, today is July 24th, but I really wanted to film this and get this out in time, so I decided to film it early. Thursday because I work during the week, so I can edit and then have it upload Wednesday. So let's see potential of it growing more in the next couple of, I don't know, days, because I still have like one more week, so anything can happen within that 1 week. So in July, from July 1st to July 23rd, I have gained 71 new subscribers. That is amazing. If you're one of those who recently subscribed to my channel in July, thank you so much for joining my family. I promise you're not gonna regret it. If you have very specific video requests that you'd like to see on my YouTube channel, definitely leave it down in the comment section and I'll happily make those. I didn't meet the goal, but as I said, I want to be celebrating small wins. I don't want to wait till I accomplish each milestone before I celebrate myself. So thank you so much for joining my family. I didn't gain that, so I can't check that. Post twice weekly, I think I did that. The only exception is there was a particular day that I had a work deliverable, so I had to switch that and not upload for that day. I think that was a Wednesday, but I'm gonna check it off as being consistent because I actually have been. Did my editing improve? I feel definitely yes. At this point, I feel like I now have a filter that I really like, and a lot of you guys actually like it because I've been getting a lot of feedback about how it looks more aesthetic. So it's you're gonna see it, it's what is currently happening now. This is what the original video would look like, and then this is it with the filter. And of course, I mean, let me know in the comment section, but I do prefer the filter. I feel like it's slightly darker, so every day I'm working on it, but for now I find that it's working for me. The next phase of my discovery is getting a font that I like and trying to figure out my thumbnail situation, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done on those. Yeah, that's very my goals for July, and by the time I write my exam, I probably would have uploaded this, so I'll just incorporate it as, I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to when I get my community tab activated on this channel so I can finally chat with you guys. I can't wait for it. Let's go ahead and make our goals for August. Yeah. I just finished drafting out my goals for August, and I try to keep them achievable this time just based on what I was able to accomplish last month. So starting off with personal goals, self-care is a monthly thing. I want to be incorporating it. I want to show myself some TLC on a regular basis consistently. Then next, I want to explore 2 new places, since I was only able to explore 2 new places last month. So I'm going to using it from 4 to 2. So this month I want to do just 2. I also want to complete 2 LinkedIn courses. I don't think I'll be able to complete 2, so let me just be honest. I'm gonna delete it and just add 1. Do a 1 LinkedIn case course on LinkedIn, 1 LinkedIn article. I've been wanting to get back into writing and just writing professional stuff on LinkedIn. I haven't done that in a while, but now I have an idea of what I want to talk about, which is networking. I feel like that's something I struggled with at the early phase of my career, even now that I'm at that mid stage, right? But I feel like I'm now in a spot where I feel like I've figured it out, and I want to share with people. There are basic things that you should do that not a lot of people do when they're networking, especially when people have already, when I get approached by people on LinkedIn. There's just some ways some people do it that is wrong, and some ways that others do that is good. So I want to show you guys or talk to you guys about what the right way is. I already told you guys I'm writing my MS Power Platform certification. Hopefully this time I pass, finger crossed. And then professionally, there's something I want to achieve. I can't tell you guys yet until I've achieved it, and then I can talk about it. So fingers crossed on that as well. So I just put that as ... Let me know if you can guess correctly what that is in the comment section. Now for YouTube, I want to grow my YouTube channel by 100 subscribers. I feel that's too far to reach, but it's the closest that makes a lot of sense, you know. So alternatively, I want to hit 400 subscribers in the month of August. With the way I've been growing, I feel like I can hit 400 in the month of August, so really looking forward to that, I guess. I also want to post consistently like I have been doing. So when I say post consistently, post like twice weekly. If you don't already know, I post every Wednesdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. PT time, 12 noon CST time. So make sure sure you set your timer or whatever, or just make sure you turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified every time I have a video up on my channel. Finally, I want to figure out a font that works for my YouTube channel. Right now, I've just been playing around with a couple of them, and I think I've narrowed it down to Lemon Milk, Futura, and Georgia. I'm still thinking about it. I'm looking for something that reflects me. I just don't want to copy what others are doing, but no pressure at all. I'm still at that early phase of my YouTube career, that I'm in that figuring it stage, that I'm not being too hard on myself whatsoever. With that, we have come to the end of our goals for August. We are moving to our monthly favorite product, and I think I'll move over to the bed because that's where I have all the items, so I can show you guys and pretty much conclude today's video. Let me know in the comment section which is your favorite portion of this video, so I would know what you guys enjoy and what you guys don't. So starting off with my most favorite product, I actually just started using this eye capsule. I don't know if it's my eyes or my head, but I feel like I'm seeing significant improvement in my eyesight. I mean, today I was able to walk down the hall without my glasses, so I don't know, it's too early to tell, but I'm really positive about it. I started using some preservative-free lubricant eye drops, and that's because my eyes is dry, the AC. I didn't even know this was such an essential for people who wear glasses. If you wear glasses, you need to be using your eye drop regularly. I'm not even kidding you. The more you expose your eyes to dust, the air, drying, and all of that stuff, it makes your eyes like really, it makes it worse. So I highly recommend you getting eye drops, and when you're getting them, make sure you're getting preservative free. Most people react to the ones that have preservative, so depending on how sensitive your eyes is. My eyes are very sensitive, so I use this. So this is the one I've been using. I think it's great. It keeps my eyes like moisturized. Usually I'll wake up in the morning and it's so hard to open my eyes, and I haven't even done my eye surgery yet, but when I applied it yesterday, it was pretty easy to open my eyes today. I don't know, maybe I didn't calculate it well, but yeah, this is a really good eye drop if you're looking for. And one thing I do appreciate about this is that it comes in this form, so you just basically tear it off, twist this, and then you pour it into your eyes. It's a one-use one, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been using it twice. So I use it morning and then I use it night. One of it. So yeah, definitely get it if you're using, you need eye drops, like if you're using glasses. I just don't know why they never told me about this, but yeah, you need vitamins for your eye, you need eye drops for your eye. The next item that I'm going to be showing you guys is my Terra Breath mouthwash. This particular one I absolutely love. They have different types. I like this one. It has a mild mint, it has a bitter taste. I just feel like it resets my mouth whenever I use it. I also use the blue one, but the blue one is icy mint, so I find that it's too minty for me to keep long in my mouth, and then you have to put it in your mouth for like gargle it for like 2 minutes or something, but I can't hold it that long because it's too minty. So but I highly recommend this one. This is the green one, and it's for strong morning breath. Now, 2 items that, guys, let me show you my skin. Oh my goodness, look at this fine girl. Just look at this. Just look at this. My face is just digging it. It's getting better. I don't know if you guys have seen my videos before, but I used to have like pimples and a lot of spots. I still have my spots and few pimples here, but they're not as bad as they used to be before. And quite honestly, I feel like it's because of the new products that I've been using. So I'm going to show you all of them. I went to Sephora one day and I wanted to buy something, and they gave me this as a sample. You see how samples are is the marketing tactic. Look at me now. After I bought sample, tested it, was good. I went and spent like, I think this is like $78 or something on this. So samples are very important, just high note for those that are into marketing. So I got this scrub. I use this every time as much as I can. It's for, you can use it every day. So it's a resurfacing body scrub. I do use it on my face because I like the granularity of the scrub and how it's able to really scrub and get in there. It has a nice scent, fragrance to it. And I feel like whenever I wash my face off, my face feels tighter, smoother, cleaner. I absolutely recommend this. So when I use this, I wash it off. I do this before entering the shower. So I scrub my face, allow it to sit in, then go into the shower. Now when I'm having my bath, I go in with this. So this is my second tube actually. This is the Kate Somerville Eradicate Clarifying Acne Gel Cleanser. It's foams, just in case you're wondering. It's really good. It feels almost the same as this. Whenever I use this, my face feels tighter, smoother, and just overall clean. Like when I say clean, like clean, because when I go in with my toner, like there's no dirt on the cotton pad, so that's great. So I highly recommend this cleanser. I absolutely love it. It has salicylic acid, which is a great ingredient for acne treatment. Now you guys have seen me talk about this toner. It has a strong alcohol fragrance, so if you're not into that, that's fine, but this is really good. It has been working great on my skin. The only issue I have with Neutrogena products is once you use it, you have to keep using it, because if you stop like 2-3 days, all the pimples will just come back. But yeah, so far so good. I've been loving it. So I clean my face with this after I use this in the shower. And then the next Somerville product is this one. This is Somerville product Eradicate Acne Mark Fading Gel. Salicylic acid again. I love this stuff. Where have I been sleeping? And I've been spending money, like almost like $200 on Kiehl's products, which I honestly I don't think it works anything on my face. This one, I can tell you, this, if you are not buying anything, I feel like everything you should buy, because they are really good, and you guys can see my skin really improving. So definitely get your hands on them. They're a little bit pricey, but I know that you can get samples at Sephora. Try it out. If you like it, you go in and buy it. If you don't, that's fine. All of my skincare, this is all I do for my face, and then I go to bed, wake up in the morning, my skin is looking succulent. Now I can't get over this perfume. I'm definitely going to go and buy a bigger size, and I'm going to buy one for my mom and my sister, because it smells amazing. Oh, it smells so good. I feel like this is the perfume you wear. You smell feminine and expensive, like bougie, you know. I love this fragrance so much. In terms of lasting, I think it lasts to a significant extent. I find that you have to reapply it midday. So if you wear it like around 6, around 1, you might have to reapply it. But that's not a major issue, because I mean, you just buy the small one, you put in your purse. So that's good. Now, I have been loving this Fenty Fussy Heat lip gloss, and the specific reason I love this one is because it's a plumping lip gloss. It has a tingling sensation to it, so when you apply it, it's like almost peppering your lips and making it plump. I absolutely love it. So this is the exact shade that I like, and this shade is Fussy Heat, just in case you're curious. This is what it looks like. I don't know if it's focusing, but yeah. Yes, sir. So I recently finally joined the AirPods gang. I've been using AirPods, but AirPods Pro gang, and let me tell you something, I like it because it has this noise cancellation. So in the office, it's an open space, so you have like this undergrads like shouting, making noise, and that's okay. I mean, talk, you have mouth, but it's also very distracting when I want to get some work done. So I just plug this in and it cancels all the noise. Like when I tell you noise cancelling, like this shit works. The only thing I don't like about it is that I find that it's always falling off from my ears. This is the smaller, so they give you like customizable ear muffs, like this white thingy on it, but this is the smallest size, but it somehow manages to fall off my hair. That's the only thing I don't like about it, and I don't think you can work out with it. For me, I haven't been able to work out with it because it keeps fucking falling. Like I'll just be sitting down in bed, I'm listening to something, I just plugged it in, the thing will just be sliding, and I thought initially it was because my hair was oily, so I think that contributed. So sometimes I'll clean my hair and even use like towel to clean it and then put it in, but it still slides. So that's so annoying. The only reason I'm keeping it is because of its noise cancelling feature. So that's that. Now, if you're a sneakerhead, ooh, you need to get these pink sneakers. These are the Steve Maddens. I can't remember the exact name, but these sneakers are the shit. I love it. Like when I want to just dress down but still want to pop, I wear this and it is beautiful. And I'm such a pink girl, so whenever I have that, I have my pink stuff with me. It's almost like Barbie in real life. One last thing that I want to show you guys that I think is absolutely important, let me bring it, is this case. Can you see this case here? So it's an hard drive attachable case. It came with a adhesive end, so I just put it on my laptop case. Try not to put it on your actual laptop. I don't know, I haven't tried it before because I don't want to take the risk, but yeah, I just put it on the case, and can you see my hard drive is not going, I mean, it slides when you do it this way, but you get the point. Usually when I'm editing, you would see that I would need a flat surface, because you keep doing that, after a while your cable becomes weak, and that's why you connect it, any small move, the thing will just disconnect. So since I started using this, it helped me organize my cables, so I can literally edit like this without having to look for a flat surface for my hard drive. Most importantly, I also changed my cable to the USB-C one, just because I didn't want to be having to use dongle. So I would usually connect this to a dongle, connect the dongle to it. It was a nightmare. But now I just got changed the cable to I can't remember the head of this one, but it's like the hard drive head to a Type-C, and yeah, that works. And I just got the case and it has been amazing. I highly recommend this. I'm going to put a link in my Amazon storefront, so if you want to purchase, feel free to do that. I guess that's everything from my end regarding my favorite products. Now let's talk about my favorite shows for the month. I actually have a list of that. I'm not going to be going into detail because I feel like I already spent a lot of time in this video, and I do apologize again for making this video long. So favorite shows for the month, I have watched Stranger Things. I've been a huge fan, so I was really excited to see when the volume 4 came out, and it was awesome. I highly recommend it to everyone, but I just feel like at this point, you guys, you need to end it. Like, why is the guy not dying? Why are just strange things happening still? You know, that's my only complaint. I don't want it to be one of those seasonal movies where it doesn't have an end. So I guess there's a season 5 coming out, but I don't know, at one point I'm gonna get tired. The next one I highly recommend is Uncanny Encounter. This is a Korean series. If you're into Korean K-drama, you should absolutely see this one. Really good. Then Flintstones is a cartoon that I've been watching. It has been really helping me sleep well, so I highly recommend it if you love cartoons. Imperial Glamorous Bride, I loved it initially. The first couple of episodes were boring. After I got to like episode 4 or 5, it started getting interesting. Almost like when you're watching Game of Thrones, you know, the first season was just trash. So the second season I started digging in. That's pretty much with this one, but the only issue with this is so long. It's like 60 episodes and they just keep dragging shit for so, I'm like, end it. You can end it here. That's the only issue. But those are kind of my favorite movies that I watched this month. I hope you guys watched them or have watched them. Let me know if you've watched any of the movies that I mentioned below, and also let me know which of the portion of the video is your most favorite, so I can incorporate, keep that standing, because I'm still testing a lot of stuff and trying to figure out what is me and unique to me, even though this kind of videos are very popular. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video enough to subscribe and join my family. Until my next one, guys, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.